though. I like that Nova are trying to try something different, especially in a game that they have to win. Simply losing this one would allow Hong Kong Attitude to have the 2-0 against them overall when it comes to the head-to-head, and especially with so little games remaining in the regular season of spring.
This could be a 4-man dive.
They do see now both members are going to appear. Wing and M&M have decided they want to stay. The wave's going to get proxied as now Nova advance forward. The root is going to be there. It's a teleport, but it's way too late as Nova are able to find themselves first blood. Pop, though, over toward the side, has to escape away from Hollow. Able to get to safety. There's the double up from Jimian. It's not enough, though, as now Nova goes back on for the re-engage. Ryan almost underneath the tower. Flash over from G4, and Ryan will find himself a kill.
That was bot, and especially G4 had priority too, so that was just clean and calculated.
And here we go, though. HKA might be looking for a return. G4 going to get stunned up here, and that's an easy cleanup for Jimian. And more pressure again. Look at this. They're going once again. There's even a TP coming out from Rocky at this point. He wants to join in on the kill. And it's a 5-man dive, and no one goes down on Nova. Pop.
What?
Well, he gets taken out there as Holo tried to contest a couple of the dives and it didn't go in his favor. He wasn't able to get anything up toward the top side. 3Z, though, ends up going to be the main victim here at this point. Mixcross also nearby. It's going to be another route, and it's a chain CC of this comp.
Especially your gangplank as well. Not a lot you can do after the scurvy, and that's going to be first tower going to Nova. Mixcross coming into the split at the beginning of PCS.
Which, you know, G4 Rocky, they have a history of, you know, having struggles outside of for it. Instantly want to get Shelly 2 onto the map. That's going to be bullet time coming out from the Misfortune. Still, it does land. Hook is also going to be there. Glacial Prison down, but there it is. Calling over from Rocky into another bullet time from G4. Cataclysm came down from Ryan. He wasn't able to.
If HKA wants to play at this sort of stage in the game where they're not, that's why they're lurking around.
Going spooky, and over the wall, here they come. Hollow trying to escape, but he's just going to get taken down very low. Bullet time, but M&M does not have enough damage. Cataclysm going to come out. Hollow has to escape. They use so much, but finally.
Steal?
Well, here we go.
Which?
It doesn't go in their favor. Nova's able to secure it. Now 3Z's trying to run for his life. G4 trying to hunt him down. Jimian, though, able to take down Pop. It's going to be a 1-for-1. They take down one Baron buff on the side of Nova. But here we go. Collapse is there. G4 wants to jump on it. G4? What are you trying to do there, bud? He's got no help. His ultimate was on cooldown. I'm not sure what the plan was there, but this is starting to look a little bit scary. The flash blade coming out into the hook, and Mixcross is going to get taken on down. Jimian now on the hunt, looking to add on to the kill totals as Ryan has to back off. The Ignite being used already. Rocky trying to kite back, but here comes the Sejuani over toward the side. It's going to be another flash jumping over toward the side. It's a shutdown for Jimian, and he's going to look for a double kill underneath the tower. Ryan, though, able to survive for only a second longer as the...
He's just going to be... I want to see this replay again because I never got to catch what happened with bullet time already being baited out. A lot of people...
As fast as they got it, it's going to be the third dragon for them possibly here. It's now in bot side. They're going to go ahead and just jump immediately onto 3Z. Of course, he's gone Soul Stealer. Every casted into this build you have, that's always acting as your prime engage.
Oop.
G4 looking to just jump on top of 3Z. Gonna actually steal away the ultimate. Ryan's also coming over toward the side. Cataclysm gonna come on down without flash. Unfortunately, 3Z has nowhere left. Lurking within the darkness along the river. Ryan finds himself a knock-up. A little bit of damage back on over there. G4 has to back off as the Glacial Prison was used. Pop going to use his ultimate. Able to root up a couple members of HKA. Cannon Barrage was over there. Jimian over toward the side. He tried to go for the flank. He ends up getting stunned up into the Cataclysm. Gets himself to safety. Bullet time comes back on down. A decent amount of damage. Culling now comes down from Rocky. And finally, the first fatality of the game.
Sports control over the map a little bit more. And for HKA, I suppose... they will be satisfied with that. Did Holo die?
Yeah, he just died.
What's your move now?
That Lucian can tear him apart pretty fast. Over toward the side, Holo wants to try and jump back on in. Going to use his ultimate. Cannon Barrage was also there. Pop is going to be soaking up a decent amount of the CC. Bullet time comes on out. Wing gets taken on down. Cataclysm now on top of 3Z and Holo. They got nowhere to run. And Nova, just like that, a beautiful Glacial Prison coming out from G4 as they shut down the Misfortune. Jimian trying to run over toward the side, able to rift walk away. But the call from Nova should be to just go go for the base as they've taken down 4 members of Hong Kong Attitude.
There's still 2 people chasing Jimian at the moment, but I think it's going to be satisfactory that you have, you know, the Lucian and the Senno now pushing, now shoving the base of HK. That's 30 seconds on the clock, more or less, for everybody else to come back online.
And like that,
they're still chasing.
Jimian at least is trying to delay what he can, but the main damage dealers are already knocking down the base. And like that, Nova are able to look and tie up the 1-1 record against Hong Kong Attitude and keep their playoff hopes alive here in spring.
That was just beautiful by Nova Esports. It was just a different Nova, but it's like, I love this team.
I can't blame them. Like that, Nova are able to take home the victory over Hong Kong Attitude. Take a look at those damage numbers. Rocky coming up huge with 21,000 damage. Had a really good game on Lucian. I like the fact that we're seeing more from Rocky other than just, you know, the Renekton. You know, we're actually seeing other carries, other, you know, ranged carries that he can start showing up in the top lane with and causing havoc and being a carry threat other than just being, you know, that in-your-face style that we've seen from him time and time again.
And because of that, we've seen how flexible Rocky is, the top side of the map, and a lot of the teams are banning Kalista, are actually, you know, a lot of respect ban towards Rocky at the top side. And even though, let's just say you ban Lucian or Kalista, he will probably come up with other things, like probably a Vayne top or maybe a Quinn top at the end of the game.
Let's not get too crazy there, you know.
I mean, we're seeing a lot of firsts at two times on this game. First Lucian, first Maokai in on the support role. So I have high expectations.
Yeah, you know, maybe Warlock, he found the secret to his concoction when it comes to this Nova squad. And hopefully this is a much-needed morale boost to continue their streak toward the playoffs, as the MVP is going to go on over to Ryan on the Jarvan.
Well-deserved MVP, really dictated the pace of the game for the early parts, and that 4-man dive really snowballed not only their confidence, but their state in the game to take on more confident team fights against HKA. So props to Ryan.
And on top of that, too, I wanted to highlight G4, especially on the Sylas this time around. Had some really good roams early on. Still, though, we have seen a questionable play or two come out from him. This was, again, the one time where he just walked up with the Sylas and